Last year during the flooding, we were stuck here for about 10 days. We couldn't get out because our dirt road was washed out on both ends, so we couldn't get off of our road. We couldn't get much further than where our driveway connected to the road. And we only lost power for 1 hour. Now, we're on a well, our own well, and when the power is out, no more water. Whatever's in the line is it. And I was in the habit, before we got our solar power at the other place, anytime a storm was coming through, that I would fill up both bathtubs so we would have water to wash and flush the toilets with. And I always keep a good supply of drinking water, no matter what. Just, they're just on hand. But I didn't want to fill up the bathtubs and wait a couple of days and not be able to shower or bathe if we wanted to. So this time I picked up some 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's. I had 6 of them, and I figured we'll just keep 15 gallons of water in the bathrooms just in case we run out of power. But if we didn't run out of power, we can still shower and bathe and live life normally. With some other things going on, my mom's in the hospital right now, and I've last week it was just on the road going to and from the hospital, which is an hour away from my home. I didn't get a lot of things done as much as I wanted to, and none of the stuff I was planning to do. And I waited till Friday when it was already starting to rain. I didn't go to the hospital Friday, and I was going to fill up those buckets. And my husband said, "We're not going to lose power. Don't worry about it. Just leave them alone." So, okay, fine. That was one less thing for me to deal with, and I was busy doing other things and just trying to recover. I felt like I was coming down with something. So anyway, Saturday morning we wake up and we have no power. Sometime during the night, these 2 trees fell. You can see the roots of one there and the other one's over there. So I guess one fell and the other one fell, and it took out the power line right there. So we didn't know when we woke up what had taken out the power. It was still raining hard. I mean, it was really pouring down. So I took the buckets and I put them on our back steps. Not much of a deck, just a area to stand there. We don't have a deck on the back. It just wasn't in our budget to do that. But there's a little landing there. So I was able to put 3 buckets there. And then I tried to put a bucket on the front, and I had forgotten, and if you can see the gable. So the water was pouring off the sides where I couldn't reach, and the wind grabbed that one bucket and took it. So I just okay, I put the other 2 on the steps on the back, and they filled up in no time. Here's a picture. And we were able to have water to flush the toilets and to wash our hands from that. But if it wasn't raining, we would have been out of luck. Toilets would have been bad. But anyway, the power company, when my husband came out and investigated when the rain lightened up, he saw what it was. And a down tree is a little different than just reporting your power's out because something else somewhere else happened, a transformer blew or whatever. A down line is handled differently. So we called them up and let them know what had happened. And by 4:30 we had power. I was surprised because we're the last one on this line. We're the only one affected by this outage. So I thought we would get low priority. Ooh. Noticing some other things. Can you see that? Look at that pine tree leaning. That's gonna come down, but it won't affect any power lines or hurt any fences or anything. That's not on our property. This is on the easement that goes to our property, and like I said, we're the only ones on this line out here. It branches way back and goes to our 2 neighbors. So it didn't affect our neighbors as far as we could tell. But they did a great job, and come to find out, our local power co-op got 25 people from Kentucky. Thank you, Kentucky. Electrical crew came down and they helped, and in no time. I mean, I was just really surprised and really must thank them and let them know what a great job they did. They came out here. My husband did come out here and chainsaw a little bit, but they had taken care of and opened this up so that the truck can come through and redo this line to our house. And during that whole time, we had our telephone, but not the internet because we couldn't power the routers. I mean, we probably could have if we had a battery backup for those. We could have gotten on the internet and posted that we were okay. I was cooking bacon on our gas stove. My husband thanked me so many times for so many different things. Having water, we had coffee. I pulled out the camping gear to make our cups of coffee with the just hot water that I boiled in the kettle on the gas stove. I had 2 backup 20-pound propane tanks, so if our big tank went out, because I'm expecting it to run out any time now, and I'm filling up more propane tanks. I've been picking them up at auction just to have them on hand because we use propane a lot for, I have a double burner that we use for outdoor cooking, and I want to start doing canning in the garage, greenhouse. And now with cool weather, a lot more projects are going to be done, but right now I should be on my way to the hospital and tending to my mom, and hopefully they're going to discharge her to rehab so that she can get some physical rehab and build up her strength, and then she's probably going to stay with us for a while again. So I got to get some more things done at the house. She wants a different bed, so I got to figure out what to do and rearrange things so that she can have the bed she wants at our house. Oh, you don't know, trying to honor the parents and trying to honor yourself and trying to find that balance is another thing I'm still working on. You know, you think at 51 I would have figured it out, but nope. But I love my mom, and I'm going to tend to her, and if whatever temporary changes, if I have to get the mattress from her bed and just literally swap bedrooms for a little bit, then that's what I'll do, and then swap them back when she goes back home, if she goes back home. It's basically, she is in she's in stage 5 kidney disease, and she is refusing dialysis. So I don't know what's going to tip her kidneys over, and it's going to be a done deal. So just keep us in prayer. And in the meanwhile, I feel very blessed in other areas of my life. I've got great kids. I've got wonderful grandchildren. I've got a fantastic husband who does not want me to work so I can take care of family and him the way I've been for several years, and he does not begrudge all the time and money that's taken out of our budget to do the things we do for family in need, and I just wanted to share that we're okay and what happened. And he was telling people how prepared I was, and he didn't have to worry about anything. His life went on like normal, except for a few things like how to do coffee. I pulled out the stuff, and he was able to do his coffee, and he enjoyed himself, and animals were taken care of. It's a good life. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and now he's, because we lost power for that time, he's now thinking about moving the solar power system over here and try to sell it over there, and whatever he's got time for. So anyway, just wanted to show y'all more firewood, but these just fell. The wind took them out, and they'll probably take out that big pine over there too. Hope everyone stays safe. Thanks for watching.